Hello everyone, hey, it's Mike here. Hey, today we're gonna kind of do a little bit of a summary of what we've done over the past week, and really what we've been focused on and what we've been working on is the breath. The breath is an absurdly important tool in our quest for feeling better today. And I guess what I really need to instill to everybody is what I'm doing here and what we're doing here and what I guess the sister channel Learn, Give, Love is doing is trying to get you to feel better, not tomorrow, but today. And one of the greatest tools that you can tweak and manage and pay attention to really is your breath. You know, we talked about the health benefits that paying attention to your breath can do. Just breathing in and out through your nose can reduce your heart rate. It can lower stress. It can improve your life's longevity. And if you train it properly, your athletic performance can shoot through the roof. When we train our bodies to love carbon dioxide, guess what we get to do? We get to run harder, jump higher, do whatever we need to do athletically better. I'm supposed to be moving. But really what the breath does when you begin to pay attention to it, and if you really pay attention to it, it can open your eyes up to the fact that life truly is based on breathing. We can go weeks without eating. We can go days without drinking water. But we can only go minutes without breath. Without breath, we have no life. So, hopefully, over the next week, year, month, lifespan, whatever you want it to be, you pay a little bit of attention to your breath. You get yourself out of that fight or flight response, improve your energy, reduce your heart rate, and live a better life today, not tomorrow, but today. So breathing, I mean, we could keep going on and on and on about breathing and little techniques that we could do, but I think we need to move beyond that, at least right now. And as I analyzed where to go and what we should do, you know, I began to look at the pillars of health that are really important. You got your sleep, you've got exercise, you've got nutrition, and meditation / mindfulness. You got those four. And I was originally planning on doing, you know, a couple videos to just break each of them down to get you going potentially on all of them. But knowing what I know and reading the studies that I've read, I can't move down that pathway until we cover sleep. Sleep, honestly, is the foundation of all the other pillars of health. You cannot exercise properly if you're tired or exhausted. You cannot meditate properly, or you won't want to if you're tired. And nutrition goes out the window when you're exhausted. On those days where you're tired, just take a look at it and honestly examine your entire day and tell me that you were the best version of you that day when you didn't get a good night of sleep. That's why sleep is my number one self-care habit, and it's my number one focus this year. So I'm not the only one that feels this way. Dr. Matthew Walker, the author of a fantastic book called Why We Sleep, and current professor at UC Berkeley. He's actually an ex-Harvard professor too. But anyways, he believes the same thing. He believes that sleep is the foundation of everything else. In fact, here's a direct quote from him. I'm going to have to look at this because I'm not professional enough to be able to spit this thing out without looking at the screen. So here we go. Dr. Matthew Walker has this to say. I was once fond of saying sleep is the third pillar of good health, alongside diet and exercise. I've changed my tune. Sleep is more than a pillar. It is the foundation on which the other two health bastions sit. Take away the bedrock of sleep, or weaken it just a little, and careful eating or physical exercise become less than effective, as we shall see. If you're going to read one book, I mean literally, if you're going to read one book on sleep, read this one. If you read that book, guess what you're going to become? You're going to become a health expert. And that's about it. I mean, we're going to go through it next week and kind of lay out some basics of sleep. You know, we're going to talk about some health stats. We're going to talk about some tools that you can use to get better sleep. We're going to talk about some curfews. Yes, adults. Curfews. So, hopefully you have a fantastic Sunday. We'll catch you tomorrow as we scare you into sleeping more. At least 7 to 9. Catch you later.